gentlemen, this is your friend and brother ODoctor. I welcome you to my channel. If you are joining us for the first time, remember to subscribe, please. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for your kind patronage. I really appreciate. This is your favorite YouTube channel where we discuss health in the language that you will understand, devoid of medical terminologies. So let us delve into the topic of today, which is 7 natural means of contraception, 7 natural means of preventing pregnancy. Okay, in fact, there was a woman presented with an issue of septic abortion. She went to do abortion and on her own, and so many things happened, and she presented. In fact, she died. That's the end of the thing. She died because of abortion. So when I see these things, I feel like, is it that they do not know that their pregnancy can be prevented? Why wait to cure something that you can prevent? That's the problem. When you know that even the complication and the problem in the curing is, even abortion is not even legalized in this part of the world. Okay, so let's start. The 7 natural means of preventing pregnancy. Number one is the calendar reading method. The calendar reading method involves manipulating. Every natural means of preventing pregnancy involves manipulating the ovulation time. Okay, so you know that if you see your period today, it means you ovulated 14 days ago, 2 weeks ago. That's on a general basis. That's how it works. Okay, so what do we do in this calendar reading method? You you take your previous cycles, for example, last year or last 6 months. You check your cycles, how it went, the longest cycle you had and the shortest cycle you had. For example, in January you had your period was after 32 days, and then in February it was 28 days, in March 30, in April 29. So like that for the past 6 months, and then let's say the longest was January, which is 32 days, and the shortest was February, which is 28 days. I'm not talking about the length of the month, days in the month, but the length of days it took you for you to see your period. Okay, so you subtract 18 from the shortest cycle and subtract 11 from the longest cycle. Whatever you get is the beginning and end of your ovulation time, respectively. For example, the shortest cycle, assuming is 28. 28 minus 18 is 10, right? And then the longest cycle, 32. 32 minus um, 11, which is 21. So you avoid intercourse from day 10 to day 21 of your cycle. That's just it. Okay. And remember, the how you know day 10, you start counting. Day 1 is the day you start seeing your period. The day you start bleeding, that's day 1. Remember that. Many people don't know this. Assume you start seeing your period today. Today is your day 1. Tomorrow is day 2, day 3. You keep counting. Even though the period has stopped, you keep counting. On day 10, that's the day you stop the avoid intercourse till day 21. That's just it. All right. The second one is basal body temperature. It has been observed that the temperature of the body reduces by 0.5 degrees centigrade prior to ovulation, and then increases by 0.5 degrees centigrade after ovulation. So this one is quite tedious because it involves you taking your temperature every day and knowing what it is. So that once you see a 0.5 degrees centigrade reduction, you know that you have entered your ovulation time, and that time is time to avoid anything that will lead you to pregnancy, avoid intercourse. All right. Number 3 is cervical mucus monitoring. Towards the ovulation time, the cervical mucus becomes more slimy, and if in fact if you draw it in your fingers, it can draw like catarrh. Okay, that's how we know that you are in your ovulation time. And what do? You avoid intercourse within that period for some days. Okay. Number 4 is ovulation kit. This one it detects a hormone, luteinizing hormone in the urine. This hormone is produced when it's high, it's increased when you are ovulating. So the kit involves, it urinates on the strip, and then the color change determines whether you're ovulating or not, the intensity of the color change. So you can get the kit depending on your location in any good pharmacy. All right. and then you'll be directed on how to use it. Number 5 is withdrawal method. This one requires high level of discipline and training because not every man can afford to withdraw when they are about to ejaculate. It's quite tedious. In fact, even before the ejaculation occurs, some quantities, some little particles of the semen have already dropped, and that has the capacity to get the woman pregnant. So it is not a trustworthy venture at all. If you are really serious with preventing pregnancy, and you want to employ this one, I advise that you combine it with other um, other artificial methods. The number 6 is lactational amenorrhea. When you are breastfeeding, the ovulation is inhibited. You don't ovulate and you most likely don't get pregnant. That is if you are breastfeeding adequately, because a woman presented last time she got pregnant 3 months after delivering. She even delivered by CS. Sorry. She even delivered through CS, and 3 months after she's already pregnant. Of course, the womb cannot survive such pressure. The scar is still fresh, and it's not something. So I had to refer her to higher authorities so that they can take, because it's a very difficult decision to take. So I had to refer them. Okay. Then finally, number 7 is abstinence. This is the only one that is sure. Okay. Abstinence means avoiding intercourse so I don't get pregnant. It's straightforward. That's the only one that can give us 100% results, 100% accuracy. Okay. So that's just it. There are 7 natural means of contraception. What then? In conclusion, um, they are not trustworthy. All of them. Okay. So if you are using this natural method, they work if you are very strict with them, fine. But they are quite inefficient, and the failure rate is high. So it's advised that if you are really so serious that you don't want to get pregnant at all, then you may need to combine it with other artificial methods. That's better. That's better. So that you don't risk it and again get pregnant and then start being a dilemma of abortion and all that. So I hope this has solved a lot of issues. If you have any question regarding any of these 7 natural means of preventing pregnancy, please kindly drop your comments. Your comments are quite needed. Okay. I remind your friend and brother, ODoctor, remember to subscribe as usual, share to your friends, and return tomorrow to watch another episode of my videos. Thank you, and God bless you. Bye bye. Take care of yourself.